Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the City of Lawrence Virtual Job Fair live on Facebook. My name is Jeanette Jackson. I serve as Director of Human Resources with the City of Lawrence, and I also serve as the Director of Business and Minority Women Business Development. I am going to show a welcome video for you to get an overview of the City of Lawrence.
Lawrence is a great city to work for.
I worked for City of Lawrence for 31 years, started as a part-time summer employee, and still here.
4 years ago, I decided to take a chance, make a change, come here. I don't look back. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I hope to retire from here one day.
Wanted to do this job since I was 6, and I'm honored to be able to do this every third day of my life.
Each department has its own specific items that they have to do and accomplish, but we assist each other, and that's what makes the City of Lawrence successful.
With it being smaller, the connection is closer with employees throughout the city. We work fairly closely with, utilities, the police, the fire, and everybody's cordial. Everybody says hi. Everybody asks how you're doing.
It's just a phone call away if we ever need assistance, if they ever need our help, it's just a phone call.
We all work together to achieve one goal. We have good leadership that flows down to the younger guys. It becomes contagious.
The city has gained more businesses, more housing. It's just continuing to grow. We're finally going to get a police station from, day one, starting back in, the 50s and 60s of being in a house to now we're finally being able to have our own facility where we don't have to share with other entities within the city.
It's a city that keeps growing, but it still has a small town feel.
It has great community events. We have Community Safety Day. We have a wings eating contest. We have Oktoberfest. We also have a Christmas parade. We're really trying to get our community more and more involved in these special events that the city is providing.
There's something for everyone to do here. We have things for people who are sports nuts. We have things for people to do who just want to get outdoors. We have a state park right here in the Fort area. I love the rich history that we have in Lawrence. I like the diversity within the city. It's a place that I've chose to raise my family.
I like Lawrence because it's a small community. I've been living here for 18 years. I can live anywhere else and still work for the city. I choose to live here.
The city's been a wonderful opportunity for me personally. Obviously, you wouldn't be in an employment situation for 25 years unless you really enjoyed what you do and the people you do it with.
A long time ago, my dad told me if you come to work and you're having a good time and you like the people you work with, are you ever doing a job?
And I'm honored to be able to be a part of such a great department. I trust everybody on this department with my family's life because I live here.
It's always been a team environment with all departments in the City of Lawrence.
It's been a wonderful experience to grow, and to see the city grow and be a part of that is a wonderful opportunity. If you're looking for that kind of professional life, City of Lawrence will offer that for you. It's a great opportunity.
We'll now welcome our mayor to bring our greetings.
Welcome to the City of Lawrence's first virtual job fair. Like so many others in this particularly unique period in this city's history, none of us know at what point we'll come out on the other end of this pandemic. What we can say with confidence is that Lawrence is in a position to not only weather the tough conditions we are currently experiencing, but to actually thrive. Our financial position has never been better, and with common sense budgeting, we find ourselves in a position of being able to host this job fair to fill open positions within the city. With great benefits and competitive wages, we hope you will consider working for the City of Lawrence and help us to preserve our future and to continue to move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, everyone, for joining us again. We are going to move forward and do an introduction of our department heads, so everyone will be able to have an opportunity to hear about all of our departments with the city, as well as what we are looking for in terms of applicants for any job opportunities here with the city. We'll first start off with our Lawrence Police Department.
Hi, everybody. My name's Dave Hoffman. I'm the Chief of Police for the Lawrence Police Department. We're an agency of about 62 full-time sworn officers. We have about 25 reserve officers who work for us. We're always looking for qualified individuals who have a calling for law enforcement and public safety and public service, really. We're looking for versatile, diverse, well-rounded people that have common sense and that have good judgment and that know how to talk to people and be service-oriented. People ask us all the time, are you guardians or are you warriors? Well, we're looking for people with a guardian mindset who have the physical and mental capability when they need to turn into warriors. So we're always open for, if anybody wants to come in and check out our police station and maybe take a tour and see if this is a place where you might like to work, just give us a call and we'll be happy to set that up for you. We're currently not hiring for sworn officers, but we anticipate next year in 2021, we will be hiring new officers. So if you have an interest, I encourage everyone to give it a shot and come apply next year.
Chief Hoffman, I'll turn it over to you for you to share more about the Lawrence Police Department.
Sure. Thanks very much. As I mentioned in the video you just saw, we're currently not hiring for sworn officers. We have one vacancy right now that I'd love to fill, but a hiring process takes a long time. It's very complicated. So we have decided to hold off on that hiring process until next year, and we will be advertising in all kinds of forms of communications, online, billboards, print media, so forth. So we're going to get the word out that we're looking to hire at least one officer next year. But one thing I failed to mention in that video is we are currently actively seeking a new 911 dispatcher for our public safety communications division. And 911 dispatchers, as you may expect, they receive emergency and non-emergency phone calls around the clock on all shifts, all kinds of calls for service from the police department to the fire department to EMS and other city services. So in that position, we're looking for someone who can be calm under stressful situations, compassionate, can be detail-oriented, and can be the type of person to be that vital link between public safety and the citizens that we serve. So if anyone is remotely interested in that, please go online and take a look at the job posting. And we are accepting applications right now, and we anticipate filling that position in weeks to come.
Thank you so much, Chief Hoffman. I would like for you to share how long you've been with the city and what you like most about working for the city of Lawrence.
So I've been in the general Marion County, Indianapolis area for my whole life. I've been a police officer for 25 years, and I've been blessed to be the leader of this magnificent police department for 5 years now. What do I like best? I like as somebody mentioned already in the video, Lawrence has a small town feel, but we're close to big city amenities. And I love the fact that this little section of our county that we call Lawrence, Indiana, is safe with a relatively low crime rate, thanks to the people that live here, first of all, but also the police officers who serve the area. And it's clean. You know, the roads are in good condition. And the school systems here, or the school system, the Metropolitan School District of Lawrence Township, is fantastic. And I'm proud that both of my children graduated from Lawrence Township schools and are now in college. So those are just a few things that make Lawrence a gem to me and my family.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. For all of our viewers, please feel free to visit our website at cityoflawrence.org. Listed under opportunities, you'll be able to see any opportunities for the 911 telecommunicator for the Lawrence Police Department. We'll keep it moving. Next, we're going to hear from our Parks Department.
I'm Eric Martins, City of Lawrence Parks Director. I have a great bunch of individuals that work for the department, a small department, but we do a lot of various tasks and maintain a vast array of properties and facilities here in the city. The labor position is a full-time position, kind of a jack of all trades, and one day they might be mowing grass, next day they might be painting a building or working on heating and ventilation or something. So they have to have a pretty wide variety of experience. Doesn't mean that we won't train a person into that capability also, but generally you're doing something different just about every day. We hire maintenance season positions every spring for the summer. They're involved with the special events we have during the summer also, which are a lot of fun to participate in. So we ask if you're maybe a college student or even a high school student wishing to get some experience in outdoor maintenance and turf management, that you look into our positions next summer.
Thank you. We do have some questions. If you have any questions online, please feel free to put those in the comments. I am going to go back to Chief Hoffman real quick. We did have a question from one of the viewers. Chief, how long does it take to train to become a police officer?
The Indiana Law Enforcement Academy is located in Plainfield, Indiana, and that's where we send all of our basic recruits. That is roughly 5 months of full-time in-house training out in Plainfield, and then new recruits can expect at least a 20-week field training experience right here in Lawrence with a field training officer to learn how we do things here in Lawrence. When they go to Plainfield, they will get the basic certifications from the state of Indiana, and then they'll come back here, as I said, and learn the intricacies of Lawrence law enforcement.
Thank you so much, Chief. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to put those in the comments section, and we'll answer those as we go. Now I will turn it over to our Director of Parks. Please introduce yourself, and please share how long you've been with the city.
My name's Eric Martin. I've been with the city 36 years. So the panelists up here, I'm the longest tenured employee of the city. But I mentioned that just because of the fact that I enjoy what I do, and we have positions available in the Parks Department. And as indicated on the video earlier, one of my employees has started as a seasonal employee and has been here over 25 years. We have 10 park locations in the city of Lawrence. We maintain almost 300 acres of property with programs and other activities that go on at the various park locations. We own and operate the largest continuous soccer facility in the state of Indiana with 21 fields. So positions within the department have to have a knowledge and even advanced knowledge of turf production and turf maintenance. So we'll certainly train individuals in that also. Mentioned also were the special programs that the community has. Parks Department's vital in those programs. We set the stage figuratively and actually for all these events. Most of the activities take part in the park location, and we have the stage that we set up for all the, and an individual would be trained on how to set that up and special training to set that stage up. So we have a position, a maintenance labor position that's we're looking for. It is a full-time position, 40 hours per week. Our shift starts at 7:30 and generally ends at 4:30. There is an opportunity for overtime and compensatory time after that. And then also we are looking for seasonal employees to work the summer seasonal positions. We ask those individuals to look at the website sometime in February or March so we can have an idea and get the hiring process done early in the year and bring those individuals on in May when they might be out of school, high school or college.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Eric. Can you give an example of what a day-to-day would be for someone who is seeking for employment with your department?
Our positions can do a number of things. So primarily you'd be assigned to either the mowing crew, which does just that, or the facility maintenance crew. And you might one day be working, repairing a restroom or doing some maintenance work within one of our facilities. But generally, the day-to-day operations are assigned that morning. So sometimes you will be doing, generally you'll be doing something different every day.
Great. Thank you so much, Eric. For those who are interested in the parks position, our full-time position, or any summer positions, please visit the cityoflawrence.org website, where you'll be able to see the opportunities that are available and to apply. We'll keep moving. We do have a question. It is for our LPD. Someone is interested in a dispatcher position. Can you reshare that with us, Chief, on that position that is available with dispatch?
Yes, it's a telecommunicator position with the Public Safety Communications Division of the Police Department. It is located in the basement of the new police station at 5150 North Post Road. All shifts are possible, so it could be somebody working at night or during the daytime. And I would encourage anybody interested to go online and fill out an application.
Thank you. I'll go back to you, Eric. The question was asked, is the job for the state parks job through the state or through Lawrence?
The Fort Harrison State Park does go through the state park, so ours are in our local park locations within the city of Lawrence.
Thank you. We'll keep moving. Our next department will be our Lawrence Fire Department and EMS.
I'm Mark Hickson, EMS Duty Officer for the City of Lawrence Fire Department. Currently, we're accepting applications for part-time civilian EMTs and paramedics. We are located on the east side of Indianapolis and serve a population of 49,000 citizens. In 2019, we answered 4,600 calls for EMS, and in 2020, we're slated to answer 5,000 calls. As a civilian EMT, paramedic, or firefighter, we work 24-hour shifts, and we have 48 hours off. We have 3 different shifts here at the fire department, A, B, and C shifts. We ask that our applicants be 21 years of age, hold a current Indiana State EMT certificate or Indiana State paramedic license, be certified in CPR, and for our paramedic applicants, be certified in ACLS. If you're interested in joining our team, log on to www.cityoflawrence.org, choose the Public Safety tab, and look for fire and EMS jobs. Currently, we are not accepting any applications for full-time firefighter positions, as we have an active hiring list, which will expire in May of 2021.
I'm going to turn it over to you, Mark. If you can just introduce yourself, tell us what your position, and tell us a little bit more about EMS and a little bit about LFD. We do have Dino, our Chief of Fire, with us, who can share a little bit more information after Mark.
Thank you. Mark Hickson, EMS Duty Officer with the City of Lawrence. I've been here for 24 years. We're currently accepting applications for part-time EMTs and paramedics to work on our 3 ambulances that we serve the citizens with. We have 12 and 24-hour shifts available. And if you're interested, I encourage you to go online and apply for those positions.
Mark, can you share with us what a typical day will look like for an EMS?
Our typical day, we arrive and our shift begins at 8 a.m. or if you work the night shift, it begins at 8 p.m. And like I said, you can either work 12 or 24-hour shifts. Throughout the day, we do trainings, and we also enter 911 emergency calls.
Okay, great. And how long, is there any training that's required prior to joining EMS?
Yes, we ask that all of our applicants be certified EMTs or licensed paramedics. The EMT class is approximately 6 months long, held at different hospitals here in Marion County. Or for paramedic, that program is between 12 and 15 months long that you have to apply.
Thank you so much, Mark. So for anyone who is interested, again, please visit our website at cityoflawrence.org. Underneath the employment tab, you'll click on LFD. Chief Dino, can you please give us a little bit about your department? Tell us who you are, how long you've been with the city.
My name's Dino Batalis. I am the fire chief for City of Lawrence, and I'm finishing up my 29th year as a paid firefighter, and I had spent 3 years prior to that as in the reserve division of the fire department. And as Mark mentioned, currently right now we're a merit fire department, so we keep a 2-year list. We will be opening up that list again in probably around May of 21. So I encourage people to, if they have an interest in the fire service, to pay attention to our city webpage. And so this is a little bit different than the part-time positions, because if you come on as a full-time firefighter, there is no pre-training needed. So when a person applies and they're successfully hired, there's a recruit school that lasts anywhere from 4 to 5 months. We will train them to be a firefighter, and they also, during that time, also will get their EMT. So our department, you have to at least be an EMT along with the firefighter. So they're kind of like cross-trained, but they get very thorough training. After they get out of recruit school, then they spend the balance of their year as a probationary firefighter on a shift, and that gives the department the rest of the year to look at them, to see if things are working out, and also for them to take a look at us to see if things are what they want to do. And so it's a very intense school, and the nice thing about this is that we not only host our own once in a while, but other area fire departments. The recruit classes are generally made up of people from different departments. So those friendships are made, and the brotherhood, and it's a great career. It's an exciting time to be in the city of Lawrence. It's growing, and we're about ready to set history, because in the next week or so, with the help of the mayor and the controller, we will have replaced our entire front fleet of fire apparatus in roughly less than 4.5 years. So it's been it's really exciting time to be here, because we have an administration that looks out for the safety of the firefighters, and in turn that keeps our community safe. So it's a partnership. We have a great partnership with the police department. When I look at that, it's a public safety team, and I don't really like to separate them, although sometimes you have to. But between EMS, fire, and police, I think that the citizens are very lucky to have that team protecting them in our community.
Thank you so much, Chief. Can you share with the audience what a typical schedule looks like, or what type of runs that some of our fires may get?
So one of the big questions is they'll see an ambulance out there, and it's being followed or ahead of a fire engine or a ladder truck, and that's because, like on certain runs, like a gunshot, a stabbing, a cardiac arrest, it takes more than the 2 people that are on an ambulance to handle those runs. And sometimes the firefighters off of those apparatus will jump on the ambulance to help that transport, because it takes roughly 4 to 5 people to handle like somebody in full arrest, because there's so many different things going on at one time. And so a typical day, I don't think that as the police chief or the fire chief, you could say a typical day, because you never know what that next run is going to entail. But both, we train constantly in our department, and to further their education, to better enhance their skills, and then they do that in between runs and keeping the apparatus, clean and checked out and stuff. So I don't think there's any typical day. It's just it's different from day to day, because the run's different from day to day. And we're looking for individuals that I think public safety is viewed as a pillar in the community. So we want somebody that is open-minded. We want a diverse department that's willing to help the community.
Thank you. And one more other thing. What do you enjoy working with the city? Tell me something. Why? You've been here for so long.
There's a lot of things, but I think what stands out, we have a firefighters family assistance program, and I think it's the community, because we help a lot of the less fortunate in the community, but we can't do that by ourselves. And this community just is unbelievable when it comes to their heart, and not only just around the holidays, but help us do that program year round. So I think being involved with the community that wants to help one another, I think that's the most exciting thing that this community has to offer.
Thank you, Chief. We'll now turn it over to our streets department.
My name is Jim Hennigan. I'm the City of Lawrence DPW Director of Street Department. The Street Department consists of road maintenance, repairs, building. We also do sidewalk repair and replacement, storm sewer cleaning and replacement, grass mowing, right-of-way mowing, snow plow, salting, everything. Right now we have summer help open for next year. We usually start right after school stops. Usually summertime we get 4 to 5 high school kids usually come in to work with us. Do a lot of roadside mowing and just whatever's asked of them. And we have one part-time position open right now, cutting grass, doing whatever, we need to get done. I've been here, I'm going on my 35th year. It's a great place to work, good environment, good people. You're outside, good work, great bunch of guys you'll work with. You're not repetitive, you do something different every day. It's just a good place.
Jim, can you please share with us? I know you mentioned that you've been with the city for over 30 years, but can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
My name's Jim Hennigan, the DPW Street Director. I have been here going on my 35th year in January. It's just a great place to be.
Great. So can you tell us and share what can a new employee expect when they first come to work for the Streets Department?
Being taught, being trained, a lot of training, it's, the guys I have are very good. They'll train. We, it's just training is about what they expect, and good team.
Are you looking for someone who has experience, or you will take someone who doesn't have experience and open, as you said, to willingness to train?
I'd like the willingness to train.
Great. Thank you. Can you tell me one good reason of why you like to work for the city?
It's the friendships, the family we've made, the great place to work.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jim. As Jim stated in the video, we do have some part-time positions that are available that are seasonal, which you can still go to the cityoflawrence.org website to apply underneath the employment tab. We'll move forward to our utilities.
My name is Paul Warner. I'm Director of Operations for the City of Lawrence Utilities. Basically, at the utilities, we have 5 different departments. The business office, service technicians, we have the water treatment plants, we have the water operations division, and we have the sewer operations divisions, each responsible for providing safe drinking water to the citizens of Lawrence, along with sanitary sewer service in the areas where we have infrastructure to do so. We currently have 3 general labor positions open at the utilities. In the general labor positions, they could range from repairing water mains, repairing fire hydrants, cleaning, CCTVing sewer mains, reading meters, replacing meters, helping the service technicians with residential service repairs. I find working for the utilities very challenging. It keeps you on your toes. You're going to be in a different location every day. You're not really tied down to one spot. Everybody I work with, they're great people. I work with great people in all the departments in the city of Lawrence. It's a big feeling of team, so it's nice.
Great. Paul, can you introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been with the city? And I know utilities is broken up into so many subdivisions, so can you please share that with our audience?
I'm Paul Warner. I'm Director of Operations. I'm going on my 31st year in October. We have 5 departments in the utilities. Right now, we have 3 general labor positions open. No experience is necessary. We're willing to train once they get hired in. Those people would be cross-trained between the sewer department, the service department, and the water ops department. In the water ops, like I mentioned, they'd be working on the water infrastructure, anywhere from water service lines to main lines, everything associated with that. In the sewer division, they'd be working on lift stations, grinder pumps, cleaning sewer mains, TVing sewer mains. Service department, reading meters, replacing meters, general service calls for low pressure at residences to investigate what the problem is. That's pretty much the general, what they'd be working on in those general labor positions.
Paul, can you share those departments with us that are within the utilities again?
Yep, we have the business office, and then we have the service department. We've got water operations, sewer operations, and the water treatment plants.
And so you are hiring for all but the business department, correct, as a general labor?
Except for the business office and the treatment plants.
And treatment plant. And you are looking for someone who can be trainable, teachable, and coachable.
Absolutely.
In any of those positions and does not require any experience.
Exactly.
So with your utilities and with streets, I know that you all work outside. Can you tell us what type of weather that people can expect, and some of the nitty-gritty that they may or may not be used to handling and dealing with?
They'll be working in all kinds of weather. Normally, we're out when it's cold and there's snow on the ground. We're working. Normally, water mains tend to break in the wintertime and normally at night. So we have overtime. We work closely with the street department in the wintertime as well, helping them when they need help with plowing snow. So you pretty much get a taste of a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So I like that you have a general labor's position so they can experience what it's like to be in each of those departments. Yes. Thank you so much, Paul. Before I turn it over to Jim, because I have another question for one of our viewers. But Paul, can you share with us why you enjoy working for the city?
I grew up here. I've been here since I was 5 years old. I grew up here, went to school here. Like others have mentioned, I mean, it's a sense of family and teamwork, working with all the other departments. And it's interesting. We do something almost different every day.
Thank you, Paul. Jim, one of our viewers did have a question. They would like to know, how do the street sweepers work? I know people have been seeing them up and down the Pendleton Pike area. Can you share a little bit more information about the street sweepers?
Work?
Yes.
Well, you have
what do you do? And
how you drive it. Well, you got a mechanical, which is chain driven, and you have like a big vacuum cleaner, and you just drive on the opposite side of the road so you can see the curb and you don't hit cars, and you just drive down the road and it just picks it all up and you take it off and dump it at the shop.
Are the street sweepers new to the city, or have we had those for years?
This great administration bought us a brand new one, was a year and a half ago. And we were lucky enough to find the second one, the mechanical sweeper, last year. We got a great deal on it. So we now have two.
Wonderful. So how often do we usually go out and do any sweeping?
Well, this year's kind of been slow. You know, we were doing good, then COVID hit, and we were down for 3.5, 4 months. But we've managed to do the whole city this year. We've got most of the bridges done 3 and 4 times. Bridges seem to collect a lot, so we concentrate on them. We have done Pendleton Pike, which is not our road, but we like our city to look good. That's kind of the gateway to our place, so we took the initiative to clean it up.
Wonderful. Well, we appreciate you for keeping our city clean. Thank you so much to your team.
I've got a great crew that does it.
Wonderful. We'll move forward to our DPW. Shri, we don't have a video for you, but if you can introduce yourself, tell us how long you've been with the city, as well as any employment opportunities that you may have available.
Sure. My name is Shri Venugopalan. I'm the Director of Engineering for City of Lawrence. I oversee the Department of Public Works, basically the department that does all the permitting, licensing for the contractors, plan review for new and existing developments, and also do all the engineering, road projects and drainage projects. We plan and implement them. I've been with the city since January of this year, so probably I'm the short timer here. I've been here the shortest time here. And we do have a part-time position for a clerical person, which could turn into a full-time position next year. It's basically a clerical position. What we expect the person to do is do basic clerical stuff, attend phone calls, do some filing, and work with our permitting staff to help with issuing permits, and unrelated things. So, like I said, it is currently a part-time position, but it could turn into a full-time position in the future.
Thank you so much, Shri. And as I've asked the rest of the panel, please share with me what you enjoy most about working for the city.
It's a great team. Every department is so much easy to work with. We communicate each other and we try to help each other out. In my last 15 years of working as an engineer, I've never worked with such an amazing group and an amazing administration here. So it's easy to get stuff done because everybody is so communicative and cooperative. So that's one thing that I immediately found out as soon as I started working for the city.
Thank you so much, Shri. Before we move forward, again, feel free to visit our website, cityoflawrence.org, and view the employment opportunities that are available. I know you all have mentioned what you loved about working for the city, but I will share that we do so much for the community as well. I know COVID has hit, so we have been limited on what we can do, but our employees and participate in the activities that we host throughout the year. So always stay tuned to our Facebook and social media accounts for any of our any activities and events that we have planned throughout the city that we all typically participate in. So we're going to close with Jason, and we will be talking about our internships.
You learn a lot. Everyone was willing to teach and kind of point you in the right direction, which was nice. And you've got a lot of people who are willing to take the extra step to do the right thing.
I worked here 2 summers, and both years we had, I think, myself and 4 other interns. It was like my first internship, and it was my first real world experience and kind of working. And so it was good to not have to like go knock on the boss's door every time I had like a small question. Usually I was able to kind of reach out to my other interns and kind of lean on them for guidance whenever I had like a question that wasn't something major.
Everyone's always willing to kind of help out and go the extra mile, which I think is what makes, sets this apart from everywhere else.
The City of Lawrence is not only a safe and friendly place to work, but I knew I could gain a lot of soft and hard skills that I can take into a future career. Some of us were hired just for finance, and some of us were hired for design. And my favorite part was being able to collaborate with them.
Like Ethan designed a billboard, so he asked me if I like this or this better. So I got to see some of that side of things as well.
You get a lot of really good experience. You get a lot of hands-on projects. You're not just doing some sort of like side project that they don't necessarily need. You're doing actual work for the City of Lawrence.
We were talking in the office one day and we realized that Lawrence doesn't really have a city flag that we fly anywhere. So I designed one, threw around a couple ideas, and then we brought it to the mayor.
Done a lot with bank reconciliations, so I have reconciled checks, deposits, electronic transfers.
I actually got to work directly with the mayor and Mr. Fenwick in kind of creating a new internal code for the employees of the City of Lawrence. It's cool to be able to give back to the community that I grew up in and help see it improve as I go.
I've always loved the people that are here, the environment, the community, the culture. Everyone, we're just like one big happy family.
As an intern, I learned a lot, but to come back as a financial analyst was a great first step in my career. And now to be the deputy controller kind of shows for a lot of the interns. They can see, what can happen or where you can go. We've got a lot of success stories with this internship program.
I'm actually going to be working in the mayor's office full-time as the deputy chief of staff to the mayor.
Once you graduate college, employers are really looking for what you did outside of the classroom. If you're considering to apply for an internship with the City of Lawrence, you should definitely do it.
Just a reminder to our viewers, please feel free to put any of your questions in the comment before we close. So, Jason, please share about the intern opportunities here with the city.
Sure. Typically, every summer we look to hire 4 to 6 interns in the controller's office. The controller's office is responsible for all the financial activities of the city, and so we typically are looking for college interns that have an interest in finance, accounting, and it can also include human resources. So if you choose to come work for us in the summer, you can be exposed to pretty much the entire operation of the controller's office. You can work on bank reconciliations, you can work on budgeting, you can work on assisting in preparation of the annual report. There's just a whole host or variety of activities that occur in the office that you would be potentially working on. What we also try to do is match your interest and your skill set with some of the needs that we have. So you're not just going to be given some random assignment, but it's a pretty dynamic office environment, and we love this internship program. As you can see from the video, it's led to 2 full-time hires that have done tremendous work already for the City of Lawrence.
Thank you so much for sharing. Jason, can you also share how long you've been with the city?
I've been here 5 years.
5 years and counting. And can you tell us what you enjoy most about working for the city?
I think a couple of things. I think a common theme up here is what a great team the City of Lawrence has, and what I find refreshing about this team is how invested this team is into moving the City of Lawrence forward. There isn't a single person on this leadership team that just kind of phones it in on a daily basis. People help out in areas that it may not even be part of their job responsibility. So I think that's a unique attribute of the City of Lawrence. And I think it's the other thing I like is we've all been able to play a small part in, quite frankly, transforming the city over the last 5 years. And that's quite frankly rewarding.
Thank you so much, Jason. We do have a few questions from our viewers, one being for our streets or utility department. Are you required to have a CDL to drive any vehicles for your particular positions that are available?
CDL is required just for our dump trucks, and sweepers are required to have a CDL, but pickup trucks, tractors, service trucks, no.
Okay, great. How about for utilities, Paul?
We prefer that they have a CDL, but it's not mandatory. They may be asked after they hire in to work towards getting trained to get a CDL license.
Great, thank you so much. So they will have the opportunity to obtain a CDL license once hired.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. There is another question for our viewer that says, Jeanette, why do you like working for the City of Lawrence? Well, same as what everyone else said. I love the camaraderie as well as how the communication is amongst each department and that we work together well as a team. I have been here since November 12, 2019, so I am approaching my 1-year anniversary. I feel great about coming to work every single day, and I appreciate our mayor who is doing a fantastic job for the city, as well as each and every one of you who are representing every department here today. I enjoy the relationships and how we continue to move forward and elevating and making this City of Lawrence a great place to work and to live. So I want to thank each one of our panel, Mark, with our EMS, Jim, Paul, Shree, Jason, Chief Hoffman, Chief Dino, and Mark, and our mayor. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to explain to our viewers about the City of Lawrence and each department that is represented, as well as the employment opportunities. So thank you so much. And for our viewers, again, go to cityoflawrence.org underneath the employment tab. It will be 3 separate tabs that has city, LFD, LPD. In each one of those, you'll have more descriptions of any open positions. Thank you so much for joining us. You all have a great evening. Thank you.